The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. iCitizen Computer Sales and Service is proud to sponsor this week's Athlete of the Week. Whether you are buying a computer, need help with networking, or need virus removal, iCitizen has the manpower, skill, and capacity to tackle computer issues of any size. Call 507-831-3455 or visit iCitizensupport.com. iCitizen located in downtown Windham.
I'm joined right now by Windham sophomore Kaylee Walklin, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Kaylee.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Thursday up at Redwood. And, the Redwood meet, they moved it from the high school back out to the golf course. And there's parts of that golf course that are pretty hilly, but I don't know if that's where they run the meet anymore.
Yeah, the course was different. I've never ran it before, and I've heard they did it like a while ago, that meet, or that course. But a lot of it's downhill though.
Okay.
There's only that one uphill. It's an uphill and then a little uphill. So it's mostly all downhill, but just that one big uphill.
The competition on Thursday though, a lot of section teams at this meet. So it's really a good measuring stick for you guys as a team and as an individual. Tell me what your impression of the rest of the field was like.
Well, we thought Marshall their girls were gonna be there, but they had a meet like Saturday or a couple days, so they decided not to run.
Yeah, their boys were there and their girls weren't.
Their girls, yeah, they didn't race. But I don't know, I think our team did really good. I knew, like, since Marshall wasn't there, we could do better, I think.
Individually for you, I know last year it was kind of a year where you kind of wanted to show everybody that the year before wasn't a fluke. This year, I think people kind of know what to expect from you. What's the difference like running with expectations this year and being able to meet and exceed those expectations?
It's fun to just work harder in practice, knowing like where I am. Like last year, it was hard because I ran over the summer and stuff, and I didn't really know like how fast I was gonna be or if I was gonna like run the same times as the year before and stuff. But this year, I know kind of where I am and goals I have.
How valuable is it to be able to run with the guys in practice for you? Because obviously you want to lead the rest of the girls, but in practice you're able to run with those guys.
Yeah, when we run workouts, I try to stick with them for some of them, which is nice to have someone to push you during the workouts.
The rest of the girls' team has picked up the slack this season, and you look back to a couple years ago during the COVID year when you guys had a really solid team that year.
Yeah.
This year, it's different girls, but there's still that same potential. That's got to be exciting.
Yeah, Chloe Champ, she was like surprisingly, like she just came out and just decided to join cross country, and she did really good. And I think that's good for like Charlotte and Olivia because Pletcher wanted them to stick with Chloe, and I think that's good for the rest of the team to have someone to try to stick with during the meet.
Through the course of the season, you guys have seen teams like Laverne and MCC, and those are the front running teams in the section, and some of the top teams and top individuals in the section. I know that when you get to later in the season, the challenge is very different because for you as an individual, you want to try and keep pace with those twins from MCC. What's that like preparing for that kind of challenge?
I just gotta trust like the hard work we've been doing in practice, and just gotta trust that will pay off during the meet.
What have you improved on the most in the last couple of years?
I don't know, just being more of a leader in practice and stuff, and not like if she gives us a workout, it's like, oh, we've got to do China. Like the other day we did 4 China loops, not complaining about the workout, but like being more excited to do that, because then it gives you a chance to get better.
Let's go back to last season for a second. And, you know, as the season, you know, drew to a close, you were running through pain and nobody knew. And it wasn't until after the season when you found out that, you know, hey, I had like a stress fracture or something like that. What exactly happened last year with your leg, and, you know, trying to fight through that? And what did you learn from that experience?
Well, it didn't start hurting until after the sections meet.
Okay.
So it was like the day after I was on a long run. I was like, my toe kind of feels weird. And I just thought, like, sometimes I tie my spikes too tight, and like the laces rub up against my toe and it hurts. So I thought it was just that. But I mean, I went to Mitch for PT, and he gave me like a pain reliever thing for my toe and stuff. So that kind of helped until state, and then after that it hurt for a while, and then I just got kind of used to the pain, so it didn't really feel like it was hurting. Mm-hmm. And then once I started basketball, I was like, oh, my toe still hurts.
Was it like a stress fracture of some kind, or?
Yeah, it was a stress fracture in one of my toes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that ended up keeping you out of basketball for most of the season.
Yeah.
But when you look back at it, that might have been a blessing in disguise, because then you were able to heal up for track
season,
and heal up, you know, for this cross country season. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what did you learn about, you know, being able to, you know, diagnose pain and what to do about it?
Well, I knew, like, once I started feeling that pain, to like tell the coaches and stuff, and not like take it as hard. Because like in track, you know, like my hamstrings and stuff hurted at the end of the season, so I knew like I had to treat it before it got worse.
Looking ahead, a very busy week this week. You go to Laverne Thursday, and that's probably the most important meet of the week, because that's the section course. Mm-hmm. And then you guys go up to Alexandria on Saturday, which, yes, it's a fun trip, but that's a lot of really tough competition, and probably the best measuring stick of the season for you. Which meet are you looking forward to the most?
The Alexandria meet, because I love staying overnight in the cabin, and I love just kind of bonding with the team, I guess you could say. And even with like the boys and girls team, like we all just come together and we just have fun at Alexandria. Probably state for cross country and track. I don't know, a lot of music, a lot of different types of music. The twins from MCC. Hardworking. I like to go to like the volleyball games and stuff in the student section.
iCitizen Computer Sales and Service is proud to sponsor this week's Athlete of the Week. Whether you are buying a computer, need help with networking, or need virus removal, iCitizen has the manpower, skill, and capacity to tackle computer issues of any size. Call 507-831-3455 or visit iCitizensupport.com. iCitizen, located in downtown Windham.